see this shit? Like, do you see this? The things that I do for y'all, I swear. How's it going, my little joys? Wait, why are you still at 5? I need to clear out my storage. How's it going, my little joys? It's your girl Zoyjoy and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are staying safe. If you're new here, my name is Zoyjoy. I make videos based on self-improvement, social topics, mental health, life's biggest questions, and basically how to live your life with the fullest of joy. Now, if you're interested in something like that, be sure to subscribe and I will see you either once every week or once every other week, because I have a very psychotic English professor that makes me feel like I'm taking 3 more classes than 1. I'm okay. So today we're here to talk about rejection. Now, what is rejection? Rejection is the dismissing or refusing of a proposal, idea, etc., or the spurning of a person's affections. Now, we all know how painful rejection can be. And if you haven't been through rejection yet, you will. And I'm not saying this to be mean. Every single human being has been through rejection once in their life, and certainly will go through it once in their life. Now, we all know that it hurts like but why? Why? Why does it hurt so much? It's not like we're actually getting stabbed in the heart, even though it feels like it. What does it mean, and what should we do whenever we come across a moment where we are experiencing rejection? Did you know that the same kind of social rejection pain that you feel has the same kind of effect as feeling physical pain? Now, apparently, the same areas in your brain light up whenever you experience rejection as you would with physical pain, and that's why it hurts as bad as it does. Now, did you know that Tylenol actually helps with emotional pain? Now, I didn't even know about this, but I just found out about it. There's a thing called acetaminophen that's inside of Tylenol, and it basically reduces the emotional response that you feel whenever you experience rejection. So I'd prefer to take CBD oil, but I mean, anyone can do whatever. Another reason why rejection hurts so much is because of our history as human beings when we were living as cavemen. Humans are social animals, so back then you needed a tribe in order to live. And if you didn't have a tribe back then, you were basically dead meat because you had to rely on just yourself in order to survive from the wilderness and from animals eating you alive and such, from going hungry. Wow, it only gives me 30 seconds. I'm gonna have to record on another day. My phone is being mean. I deleted so much off of my phone and it's still saying I only have 2 minutes of storage to film. So I will see you on another day.
It's so weird.
I know.
Turn the quality down on your camera setting.
There we go. This is day 3 of me filming this video. I deleted everything from my phone that I loved, and I'm using a different microphone because Mochi decided to chew on the one I used to have for the video. She chewed it right off. Now our history as human beings has evolved. We no longer need other people in order to survive from the wilderness. We are strong, independent people now. We can get our own food. But rejection still hurts. Why? Why does it still hurt if we don't necessarily need that pain? It's because we're still social animals. We still have that human instinct of needing other people around us. It's especially true in today's society with social media. A lot of people base their worth based on how many likes or followers that they have. We see it in our relationships. We measure our worth based on whether or not the person likes us back instead of asking us whether that person enhances our lives. We see it with our friends and family. We measure our worth based on how many parties we've been invited to, how many friends we have, who's paying attention to us, who's getting left out of the group. We see it in job opportunities too. Whenever we're trying to do something that's going to benefit our career, we tell ourselves that we are not good enough just because someone else said no to us. And it's sad. It's sad because it with our confidence, and it messes up our ability to grow and evolve as human beings, and because we're stuck in that mindset of needing other people's approval. In my opinion, you either grow or you shrink from rejection, and I want us to be able to grow from it. So let's talk about what we can do in order to move on from whatever we've been rejected from and how we can use it to benefit our own lives. Now, the number one thing you have to remember is that rejection is a part of life. This is not going to be the first time you experience it, and it's certainly not going to be the last. But just because one person said no to you doesn't mean the whole entire world is going to say no to you as well. Whatever you have to offer, someone else or something else will happily welcome you in order for you to get yourself out there. Someone else will value your time and efforts more than whatever else rejected you from it. Spend time with the people who care about you. Now, I'm filming this during the whole outbreak. This is the perfect time to study the people that are in our lives. Who's reaching out to you? Who's not reaching out to you? Why are they reaching out to you? These are important things to pay attention to. We are all stuck in our houses right now. We're either super lonely, super bored, or super... And because of that, we end up finding people who are either reaching out to us that maybe we haven't heard from in a while, or maybe people that we have been hanging out with the most who have not checked up on us at all. Either way, pay attention to who and why. It's a great opportunity for us to really study who we want in our lives again, and to just have a better social group. But back to what I was saying, spending time with the people that you care about and that who love you back, they remind us of who we are, because we sometimes tend to forget when we're under so much pain. It's a very empty feeling to have inside, so if anyone's gonna help you move on past that, it's gonna be the people who are in your life, who you know love you. And if you don't know anyone who loves you, I love you, okay? The ZoyJoy community loves you. And you are more than welcome to comment and to message me if you ever need someone to talk to or need some advice. Email me. My email is in the description below. It's not just for business. If you ever need someone to talk to, I'm always here. Except for those people who did me wrong. Start taking care of you. This is the greatest time for you to start focusing on yourself for once. Start having a beauty day for yourself. Go out and do some stretches. Go to a rave and scream your heart out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There's a thing called a tantrum rage room. I believe that's what it's called, but it's basically a room where you can literally go insane and destroy everything with whatever weapons that they provide for you. I've never been before, but I personally really want to go. I think it's going to be so fun, and I think it's going to help anyone who has such overwhelming emotions that they need to get out. They always say the best way to release stress is to move around, so if you guys have been to a tantrum rage room, let me know. I really want to go, and I really want to know what it's like. Start writing down your boundaries. It's hard for us to know what our boundaries are if we're just thinking about them in our heads, and it's all mixed up with all the other things that we're thinking about. So writing them down, keeping a list of the things that you want to keep your boundaries strong for, will help you tremendously when it comes to going through rejection or going through something that you're not so sure of. Making a boundary list will help you start getting your mind to where you want it to be, and it'll help you understand what it is that you're looking for. Not only that, it helps you understand what things are worth fighting for. Now, I can't tell you what things are worth fighting for or not, but you can ask yourself this question: is there a better opportunity out there that's not here? As the famous Albert Einstein once said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Learn from your history. Notice that I didn't say mistakes. There is always something that we can learn from every situation that we experience in our lives. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that whatever the outcome was our fault. But maybe looking back at the situation, you realize that you could have said something and you didn't, or maybe you could have phrased something differently or done something differently. Keep a mental note of it. Maybe you weren't very clear about your expectations. There's a lot of things that we can do from the situations that we experience. We can learn from them, and once you start getting back out there, you'll keep that mental note with you and grow stronger from them. Know that it's not your fault. I agree, as human beings, that if we make mistakes in our lives, we have to acknowledge those mistakes and fix them rather than ignore them. Yet a lot of times we end up blaming ourselves for situations that we maybe can't control, or thinking that it was our fault that someone else wasn't interested in us or someone wasn't interested in what we had to offer. Just because something didn't go the way you wanted it to doesn't mean it's all necessarily your fault. Now, the last thing is to not give up. I always like to say there are 8 billion people on this planet. 8 billion people on this planet. Are you really gonna let one person or one thing destroy you, stop you from whatever it is that you want? Are you really? There are so many opportunities out there for anyone who's looking for something with what they have to offer. Don't let one no stop you from getting your next yes. The sooner that you get comfortable with rejection, the brighter your future will be. Alright, you guys, that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below, when was the last time you had to deal with rejection, and what was it like for you? What did you learn from that rejection, and how did you grow from it? I would love to hear you guys' story. Alrighty, stay safe out there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!